Igloo sering dikaitkan dengan komunitas Eskimo atau Inuit. Igloo dibangun sebagai rumah sementara atau tempat berkemah untuk pemburu yang tinggal di daerah yang sangat dingin, seperti di daerah Kutub Utara, Greenland, Kanada, atau Rusia. Meskipun terbuat dari salju, igloo mampu menjaga penghuninya tetap hangat. Balok salju adalah bahan utama untuk membangun igloo. Balok-balok salju ini memiliki jaringan es yang saling bertautan, yang membantu memerangkap panas dan memperkuat struktur igloo. Bagian dalam igloo memiliki beberapa tingkatan. Api kecil dinyalakan di tingkat rendah dan penghuni tidur di tingkat atas. Mereka tetap dapat merasa hangat karena udara panas akan naik, sementara udara yang dingin akan turun. Panas tubuh dari penghuni juga berperan menjaga kehangatan di dalam igloo. Panas tubuh akan terisolasi dan terperangkap di dalam igloo, dan itu akan membantu menghangatkan penghuninya. Orang Eskimo biasanya menggunakan ranting sebagai alas tempat tidur yang terbuat dari bulu tebal untuk mengisolir panas di dalam area tidur mereka. Dan mereka juga tidur berkelompok. Selain itu, di pintu masuk igloo biasanya dibangun dalam bentuk terowongan. Terowongan ini berperan menjaga udara dingin dari luar agar tidak menyeruak ke dalam igloo dan menurunkan temperatur di dalam igloo. Igloo dapat mencair dengan sangat perlahan karena paparan sinar matahari dan panas tubuh. Namun, ketika igloo sedikit mencair, lapisan es tipis akan tercipta. Lapisan ini justru membuat igloo lebih kokoh dan mengisolasi suhu lebih baik lagi.
Maker Die-Cast Racing League for the first race ever here at Race Mountain. Joining me for this momentous occasion is, of course, none other than 2D.
It has been a long time coming, 3D.
I know.
Just look at this place. I was a little sad when you first said we're moving away from the Speedway, but man, this track is awesome.
Not only do we have this new amazing track, but we also have a new racing format for this season with new rules. Each tournament will consist of 16 cars in a 3-round tournament. In each round, the cars will compete in groups of 4 in 4 races.
So 4 cars instead of 6.
That's right, the Mountain Pass is a narrower track, and I think 4 cars is just the right number. The top 2 in each group will advance to the next round, and the tournament winner will earn a spot in the 2020 championship.
Starting positions will rotate between each race. That means all the drivers will have a chance to start from each of the 4 positions.
We're also moving to a point system, 5 points for first place, 3 points for second place, 2 points for third, 1 point for fourth, and a DNF will get you 0 points.
The points from each race will be added up, and the top 2 drivers will advance on to the next round.
That means we will be saying goodbye to the old lap style racing.
You know, 3D, I feel like I've seen this format somewhere before.
That's because you have if you've been watching Die-Cast for Life. A shout out goes to their YouTube channel. They race cars in a similar format, however on a completely different type of track.
Yeah, the tracks they build are monsters.
They do a lot of modified racing on that channel, so check them out when you get a chance. Happy is Caden Richards driving for Scorpio Love Smith Racing. As expected, he is the number 1 seed in qualifying with a track time of 18.808 seconds.
Up next is the number 8 in qualifying, Xander Kaeg in the Ferrari 512M. This one comes out of the Testarossa series. He'll be driving for EJ Motorsports.
A big shout out to EJ Motorsports. They sponsored a lot of Ferraris for this tournament.
Next in the Ferrari FF is Mike Donovan, also driving for EJ Motorsports. He's the 9th seed in qualifying with a track time of 19.728 seconds.
The first 2 cars definitely have a weight advantage over that Ferrari FF. And finally, the last driver in the group is Arturo Garcia, driving for 3D Botmaker Racing. He's in the classic Ferrari P4. He was the slowest in qualifying, coming in 16th place. But hopefully he'll have a better performance here in today's race.
Our first race on the new track. How excited are you, 3D?
I am ready to, D.
Hey, can we say it together?
Sure, let's do it. Here we go. And they are off our first official race at Race Mountain. Caden Richards in the lead, but it's a close race going into that first hairpin turn.
Garcia following behind in that red P4.
Xander Kaeg looking to make a pass. He's right on the tail of that F40.
Caden Richards pulling ahead. Look at that lead he has now.
It's a massive lead as he rounds the final turn.
Xander Kaeg getting a little loose back there.
And Caden Richards takes the first win in the the Ferrari F40.
And hey, look, no wrecks yet.
Oh!
I guess I spoke a little too soon.
Yeah, someone needs to tell these drivers that the cross traffic does not stop, but it looks like it was just a fender bender.
Just a fender bender? Do you know how much a fender on a Ferrari costs?
Well, one time I did scratch the front end on my Enzo.
Well, hold up. You have an Enzo?
Yeah, I bought one not too long ago.
How much are you getting paid for this gig? Because I barely...
And the drivers are back at the start for the second race.
I'm driving a pickup. This guy's got a Ferrari. Are you guys getting paid?
Xander Cage in the lead out in that blue 512. Caden Richards right on his tail.
Both of these cars are in the 50-gram range, so they definitely have an advantage over the other two.
Xander Cage holding on to the lead, but Caden is not letting up.
His back end almost got away from him right
He's
there.
going for the pass.
And Caden Richards picks up his second win.
That was an incredible pass right there at the finish line. He was chasing that 512M down the track the entire way and finally found an opening right there before the finish line.
Let's take another look at that. Xander Cage in the blue 512 losing control, and that just cost him 2 points.
That's 2 first-place finishes for Caden Richards and 2 second-place finishes for Xander Cage. Mike Donovan and Arturo Garcia will be starting off in the front row, so right now is their chance.
Mike Donovan in the silver Ferrari FF, Arturo Garcia in the red Ferrari P4.
A tight group going through the first corner. Mike Donovan pulling ahead going into that second hairpin.
Once again, Caden Richards in that Ferrari F40 is in pursuit.
Mike Donovan with a really big lead here. He does a little bit of drifting, and look at Caden Richards once again, almost catching up to Mike Donovan there at the end of the track.
So far, it's not looking very good for Arturo Garcia. He picks up third place, but what happened to Xander Cage?
We're going to have to check the replay, but that DNF is going to cost him. That means he gets 0 points for this race.
With one more race to go, 6 points is not where you want to be.
Mike Donovan with a points boost from that first place win. He is now in second place.
Looks like Xander Cage got stuck behind the P4 and just had nowhere to go.
A tough break for Xander. He is starting off the last race in the back row. The advantage he does have is he's driving behind the current leader, Caden Richards, in the Ferrari F40.
He might be able to draft off of him for the first quarter mile and try to find a way around him when the lanes open up.
Mike Donovan in the silver Ferrari FF. He's in second place and starting off in the front row, and he's actually in the lead right now.
Looks like Caden Richards is going to pass him on the first corner. Xander Cage following right behind him.
Mike Donovan moves back to third place.
Caden Richards widening the gap, and it looks like he's going to take his first place win, and he's got this one in the bag.
And there you have it, our first winner.
Whoa.
We've got a pile-up, Arturo Garcia running into the side of Mike Donovan, and Arturo Garcia takes second place in that race.
That means Xander Cage will take third, and Mike Donovan takes fourth. But that 1 point for fourth place puts Mike Donovan ahead of Xander Cage and Arturo Garcia, which means he will be moving on to the next round.
That's definitely an upset for Xander Cage. He started off this race strong with 2 second-place wins, but that DNF on the third race really cost him.
Yeah, DNF can really hurt you in the points. If he had just finished that race, he would be tied for second.
The MVP of this race has to go to Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40 driving for Scorpio Love Smith Racing. He got 3 first-place wins and 1 second-place win. He is definitely a real threat in this competition.
If you know anything about diecast racing, you know the Ferrari F40 is a beast on the track. That's why Caden Richards is the fan favorite in this tournament.
We get asked all the time, how do I become a driver in the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League? The answer is, join the Facebook group. We have contests over there where you pick the winner, and if they win, you get a shot at being on the track.
The link is in the description below.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break, we've got another group of Ferraris ready to take on Race Mountain.
Seriously though, you have an Enzo?
Welcome back. You're watching the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League. Here we are with the first round in the Ferrari tournament. 2 drivers have already moved on to round 2. It's now time to look at the second group of drivers.
Up first in a classic race car from the 70s is Edgar E. in the Ferrari 512M. He came in second place in qualifying, and he's driving for Redline Salvage Inc.
It looks like his car is equipped with FTE wheels.
That's right, faster than ever.
Up next, we have Michael Luck driving for 3D Bot Maker Racing. He's in the red Ferrari 456M. He has one of the heavier cars weighing at 45.3 grams and was 7th in qualifying.
All of us from 3D Bot Maker Racing wish the best of luck to Michael Luck.
Driving in the yellow Ferrari 308 GTS is Leo, driving for EJ Motorsports. His car weighs in at 33.4 grams, and he came in 10th in qualifying with a time of 20.136 seconds.
And finally, another classic from back in the 60s. It's Noah Stonerock driving the Ferrari 156. It's lightweight and has a short wheelbase, so I really don't know how well it's going to do.
He didn't do very well in the qualifying, coming in 15th place. That's second to last.
We got two classic race cars in this race. I'm really hoping one of them at least makes it through.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good mix of Ferraris here from old to new. I think the 156 is the oldest one in this tournament.
Yeah, that one's from back in the day when they just strapped you into a rocket on wheels.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much concern they had for safety back in the 1960s.
A tight race going through the first corner. Michael Luck pulling ahead coming out of the S turn.
Michael Luck followed by Noah Stonerock. He gets turned sideways back there.
Michael Luck all by himself headed down to that finish line.
And it looks like Edgar E is pulled ahead into second place in the 512M. And it's going to be Michael Luck, Edgar E, Noah Stonerock, and Leo finishing in that order.
Michael Luck with a strong start for 3D Botmaker Racing. You know I like the classics, but I gotta root for the home team.
That's also a pretty fast track time. Not quite as fast as Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40 in the first group, but that's going to put him in second place as far as track times.
Leo having some trouble in the Ferrari 308 GTS right here. Loses control coming out of the final corner. We've still got 3 races to go, so it's still anybody's race.
Noah Stonerock will be starting off in the front row in that little Ferrari 156.
It looks like a lobster.
You know, it kind of does. How do you like your lobster, Tootie?
A lobster? Okay, Mr. Enzo.
You know, it kind of starting off in the front row in that little Ferrari 156.
It looks like a lobster.
You know, it kind of does. How do you like your lobster, Tootie?
A lobster? Okay, Mr. Enzo. Some of us working here can only afford burgers and fries.
Lobster burgers are delicious.
Well, I wouldn't exactly know.
Here comes Edgar E coming in hot, and look, he passes on the outside.
Wow, amazing pass by Edgar E as he overtakes Michael Luck.
It looks like those FTEs are just getting warmed up for Edgar E.
That was a great maneuver. I'm not sure what's going on with Michael Luck. Looks like he was just coasting to the finish line.
Well, coasting is better than getting stuck on the track, and that's exactly what's happened over here to Noah Stonerock and Leo.
We're going to have to check out the replay. Michael not having the best of luck coming down the track. Looks like he almost came to a complete stop, but look at this.
Noah Stonerock slams into the back of the 456 before he gets turned sideways, and that's going to result in a DNF for Leo and Noah Stonerock.
Meanwhile, Edgar E. and Luck.
Just getting
Wow, amazing. Well, I wouldn't exactly know.
Here comes Edgar E coming in hot, and look, he passes on the outside.
Wow, amazing pass by Edgar E. as he overtakes Michael Luck.
It looks like those
Michael, but look,
and that's
both have 8 points.
Leo and Noah both in the front row. They've got a lot of ground to make up right here.
Yeah, 6 to 7 point gap with only 2 races left. They're going to really need to step it up right here.
Noah Stonerock out in the lead. I'm not sure if Michael Luck is drafting or pushing him.
Let's see what happens going into the second corner.
Michael Luck is chasing him down. Both of them get loose coming out of the turn, but Noah Stonerock pulls way ahead down the track.
Uh-oh, he's losing it.
Stonerock gets turned around coming out of the last corner. It's a tight bunch going to the finish. And Noah Stonerock barely hangs on, but he gets the first place finish. That's going to be a big points boost for him.
Yeah, he needed a first place win, and he just barely got it.
Looks like we're missing somebody on the track.
Oh, man.
Edgar E has wrecked on the exit of the second hairpin. That means he won't receive any points for that race. That means he's only 1 point ahead of Noah Stonerock as Michael Luck takes over first place.
That was actually an impressive race by Noah Stonerock. It got a little crazy at the end, but he was able to maintain the lead the entire way down the track.
Yeah, I didn't think he stood any chance in this competition, but that first place win definitely puts him in contention to move on.
That little lobster was just hanging on for dear life. Hey, who's that handsome guy in the 3D Botmaker booth?
If you're in attendance today, come on over to the 3D Botmaker booth. We're right outside the Fujiwara Tofu Shop.
Here we go. It's the last race of Group 2 with Edgar E. and Leo in the front row.
Edgar E. just needs to finish in front of Noah Stonerock in order to secure his spot in the second round.
It's a close race coming down the hill into the first corner.
A nice tight group. This is usually where the faster cars pull ahead.
There goes Edgar E. followed by Michael Luck.
They're the top 2 qualifiers in this group, and it looks like they're going to take this race and move on to the next round.
Whoa, Edgar E. is tearing up the track.
Man, that car is fast. We've got to see the time on that.
Edgar E. will be moving on to the next round, and he will be accompanied by Michael Luck in the red Ferrari 456M.
And it is confirmed that is a new track time, a sub 18-second time set by Edgar E. in the Ferrari 512M.
Wow, I didn't think anyone was going to top the time set by Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40. but the FTEs on that 512M are smoking.
If you're new to diecast racing, what makes FTE wheels fast is they have nickel-plated axles.
There's less friction, and that usually means faster speeds.
I've got to get some put on my F430 Spider.
You have more than one Ferrari?
Yeah, they're diecast cars, 2D.
Oh, wow.
What you thought
Okay,
that...
sorry, guys.
What were you thinking?
Steve, I take back what I said about your mama. She's a fine woman, Steve.
Facial hair is a natural thing.
I know, bro. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it.
Anyways, while 2D apologizes to the crew, let's take a look at the 4 drivers advancing on to round 2. Caden Richards in the F40, Mike Donovan in the FF. It's time for the second half of round 1 as groups 3 and 4 take the track in the Ferrari tournament. Three and 4 in the Ferrari tournament. Tell me, 2D, what do you think of this season so far?
Man, I am loving it. We've got fast cars, a beautiful mountain pass to race on. I mean, really, what more could you ask for?
I couldn't agree more. Now, we've got a lot of anticipation surrounding this mystery car.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people in the comments have been trying to guess what it is. Quite a few people think it's the LaFerrari.
That's a good guess.
A Ferrari F1.
That's a nice one, too.
So we all want to know, what is it?
Well, 3D, you know I am an 80s baby.
Okay, so something from the 80s then.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a Testarossa, a GTO.
Nah, I've got something even better.
Whoa, I mean, we've already got the F40 out there.
It's not a duplicate model.
A 308 GTS, a 340.
Nope. This car has special significance to me because I actually got to ride in one when I was a kid.
The Ferrari Mondial?
Close, but not it. Let me present to you the greatest Ferrari of all time, the Ferrari Fiero.
A Fiero? What
Oh,
the?
yeah.
That's a Pontiac.
What you talking about, 3D?
That's not a Ferrari.
Of course it is. It's a Fiero.
This is supposed to be a Ferrari tournament.
Yeah, that's why.
Can I speak to you off air for a minute, please?
What do you mean it's not a Ferrari? My mom's boyfriend Randy had one, and Randy was the
It's not
man.
a Ferrari. You had one job, 2D. Literally, one job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. We're going to take a break while we figure all this out. We'll be right back after this.
It's yours, baby.
All right.
Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League Ferrari Tournament in the 2020 season. We may have had a slight mix-up before the break. The producers have informed me that the show must go on, and it is too late to actually find another Ferrari that is ready to race. So, as much as it pains me to say this, we're going to race the Fiero.
Yes!
No, we are not celebrating that. First up in today's race is Ranveer. He'll be driving in a real Ferrari, the Ferrari 348. He's the third qualifier with a time of 18.946 seconds, and he'll be driving for 3D Botmaker Racing. Up next in another real Italian vehicle is Days Racer Great driving for EJ Motorsports. He's in that beautiful blue Ferrari 458 Italia. Days Racer Great qualified in 6th place. Go ahead, I'm not introducing this one.
Up next, we got my boy Crazy Jimmy driving in the Fiero. He qualified in 11th place, and he's driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
Why is my name on that car? It should be yours.
Because you paid for it in the auction.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
And our last driver in Group 3 is Po Boy Racing driving in the Ferrari F430 Challenge. He qualified in 14th place, and he's driving for EJ Motorsports.
Just a reminder, the drivers will compete in 4 races. Lane positions will rotate between each race, and points will be awarded for how they finish. We've got Ranveer and Days Racer Great in the front row. I believe I saw some FTEs on that blue Italia, so I'm expecting that one to do pretty well.
Just wait till you see that 2.8-liter six-cylinder engine kicking on that Fiero.
Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero is actually doing pretty good, keeping up with Ranveer in the 348. He's looking for an opportunity pass on the outside.
Hold on, Jimmy.
Jimmy with a crazy move that almost sent him off the mountain. Ranveer with a big lead. He'll take the first race, followed by Crazy Jimmy, Days Racer X, and Po' Boy Racing coming in fourth.
Not too bad for a little Fiero.
Actually, yeah, that was actually impressive for that little underpowered car. But we've still got 3 more races, so who knows what can happen.
This just in, Ranveer has just set a new track time, 17.754 seconds.
Wow, that means he's beat out both the 512M and the F40. Very impressive.
Right here we can see Jimmy getting a little crazy as he gets his front end up on that wall. Luckily, he was able to recover and still took second place.
We've got Days Racer Great in the blue Italia, and next to him is Po' Boy Racing in the black 430 Challenge.
So far, the FTEs on that blue Italia have been a little underwhelming.
Yeah, faster than ever doesn't always mean the car is going to be super fast. There's a lot of other factors at play here.
Crazy Jimmy getting slammed on his driver's side door.
Po' Boy's pulling ahead in that 430 Challenge as he rounds the final turn. He gets a little loose, but he's going to bring it home for his first win.
And there goes Crazy Jimmy picking up his second.
Great in the blue Italia, and next to him is Po' Boy Racing in the black 430 Challenge.
So far, the FTEs on that blue Italia have been a little underwhelming.
Yeah, faster than ever doesn't always mean the car is going to be super fast. There's a lot of other factors at play here.
Crazy Jimmy getting slammed on his driver's side door.
Po' Boy's pulling ahead in that 430 Challenge as he rounds the final turn. He gets a little loose, but he's going to bring it home for his first win.
And there goes Crazy Jimmy picking up his second place finish.
If you look at the points, we actually have a 3-way tie between Ranveer in the yellow 348, Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero, and Po' Boy Racing in the black 430 Challenge.
Days Racer Great has the only car with FTEs, and he is currently trailing with only 4 points.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. He was 6th in qualifying. I was expecting him to do a little bit better here.
It's going to be a real uphill challenge for him because he's going to start the last 2 races in the back row.
We've got Po' Boy Racing and Crazy Jimmy leading us down the track. This is the first time Crazy Jimmy has been in the front row. So far, he's falling behind.
Po' Boy Racing riding the middle divider. That slows him down, and there goes Crazy Jimmy.
That mistake back there opened the door wide open for Crazy Jimmy and Ranveer. Crazy Jimmy with a big lead here coming around that last turn. And Crazy Jimmy will take the checkered flag in this race.
You see that, 3D?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was a good win.
You bet it was.
It's still not a Ferrari.
Whatever.
It doesn't even have the Ferrari body kit.
It's got a sticker.
And in a surprising turn of events, Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero is now leading in this race among the Ferraris.
Right here, Po' Boy Racing got caught on the mid-lane divider, and that totally slowed him down, opening the door right up for Crazy Jimmy and Ranveer to pass.
Days Racer Great really paying for Po' Boy's mistake there as he had no way to get around him. He finished in 4th. I really don't think he's going to have enough points to make it to round 2 unless something crazy happens on the track.
Crazy Jimmy is in the lead with 11 points. Ranveer has 9, and Po' Boy Racing has 8.
This should be a good matchup right here. Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero versus Ranveer in the Ferrari 348.
I've got my money on the Fiero.
Ranveer is the current track time record holder, so we'll see if Crazy Jimmy has what it takes.
Look at him go.
Crazy Jimmy leading into the first turn. He's got a pretty decent lead here.
That Fiero's got the power.
I'm starting to think that's not the stock engine in that car.
Ranveer is following in second.
Here goes Crazy Jimmy into the last turn. Ranveer following. He's closing the gap right at the finish. Oh my! What a close finish there. Followed by a big wreck. It looks like the Fiero is still in one piece.
Wow.
We're going to have to go to replay to see who won that last race. It was too close to call.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some real excitement on the final race. Here they go. Crazy Jimmy on your left.
Yes.
And Crazy Jimmy,
that's my boy,
in the Fiero wins the last race. That's actually 2 wins for Crazy Jimmy, bringing his total score up to 16.
Listen, all I got to say is, who's laughing now, 3D?
Look, it is not a Ferrari. It should not have that sticker on its hood. But I will admit, Crazy Jimmy's
Ferrari
national poster or something. SAP
against Edgar E. and Michael Luck.
The F will be right back. The Ferrari tournament.
Up first, we have Zero Logic driving the Ferrari Enzo. He qualified in 4th place with a time of motorsport.
The Ferrari 355 for
Performance Ferrari FXX, and he was.
And finally, somebody call a doctor. It's Dr. Racing driving in the Ferrari F355 Spider. That's right, the FXX was based on the Enzo. the Enzo being a street-legal car, the FXX a track-only car.
It should be interesting to see how they both do on this mountain pass.
We have a little team racing going on here. Zero Logic and David McNeil, drivers of the Enzo and the FXX, both driving for EJ Motorsports. Lee Delbridge and Dr. Racing driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
Lee Delbridge getting sideways in front of that Enzo.
And he opens up a path for David McNeil and Dr. Racing to make the pass. And the first race will go to David McNeil. And the a big wreck at the finish. It just hurts seeing that every time, knowing how much those cars are worth.
I hope we've got some good insurance.
David McNeil picks up the first win, followed by Dr. Racing. Lee Delbridge and Zero Logic had the lead coming around that second hairpin, but right here is where things change.
Lee Delbridge trying to block Zero Logic. He gets a little sideways and creates a perfect path for McNeil and Dr. Racing.
Lee Delbridge ends up going from first all the way back to third, with Zero Logic finishing in fourth.
Both back row cars actually finished in front of the front row cars in that race.
Yeah, this track is tight, but as we've seen, there's plenty of room to pass when it's 4-car racing.
We've got Delbridge on the right and Dr. Racing on the left, leaving us down in the second race.
Lee Delbridge pulling ahead going into the first hairpin. He's followed by Zero Logic and the Enzo Ferrari.
Delbridge pulling ahead on the middle straight as he goes into the next corner.
Delbridge with a huge lead as he approaches the final turn. He's got no one in his rearview mirror.
I don't think anything can stop him in that car.
Oh!
Except for that wall.
Delbridge driving straight into that divider. It sends him airborne before he's pummeled by the rest of the drivers.
Man, it is brutal out there.
You know, we may be at a new location, but the drivers seem to be the same. They still don't know how to use their brakes.
I'm not sure if Delbridge is conscious after that, but he does pick up the win. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Have you ever seen a Ferrari like that?
You know, that is a first, but I'm sure it's not going to be the last in this Ferrari tournament.
Here comes the doctor to add insult to injury, and then it's just a chain reaction after that.
We've got 2 races to go. Lee Delbridge in the back right is your current leader in points with 7. Dr. Racing and David McNeil in the front row both tied for second with 6 points.
Dr. Racing pulling ahead on the first straight. He's driving in that blue F355 Spider.
Delbridge drafting right behind him. It's a close race going into that second hairpin.
We've got a nice tight group going down the middle straight. Dr. Racing building up his lead.
Here comes Delbridge. He's gaining on him. He's not out of this
We've
yet.
got contact.
Oh my! And I guess I spoke too soon. Delbridge is out of it. He's actually off the track.
This is just one crazy group of drivers. We've had a crazy wreck every time they've come down to the finish line.
Oh, and look at that.
Oh man, that's not good.
We've got McNeil and Dr. Racing both on their roof.
Let's look at the replay.
Zero Logic ended up going underneath. DNF is going to hurt Lee Delbridge in the points going into the 4th and final race. Right now, your current leader in points is Dr. Racing in the blue F355 Spider. He has 11. And David McNeil in the red FXX, who has 9.
A poor performance by Zero Logic in the Enzo Ferrari. He only has 5 points. Even if he wins this race right here, I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, he would pretty much need to win this and have everyone else not finish.
Lee Delbridge also in danger. He's going to need to win this race to move on.
It's a tight race to the finish line, and Zero Logic takes the win, followed by Lee Delbridge. But unfortunately, it was too little too late. Zero Logic and Delbridge both tie with 10 points. First place goes to Dr. Racing with 12 points, and David McNeil with 11.
I think that was the first time these guys didn't wreck at the finish line.
Here's a look at our top 5 track times. Ranveer in first place. He has a 17.754 second track time record in that Ferrari 3. On the left, we have Caden Richards, Mike Donovan, Dr. Racing, and David McNeil. On the right side, we have Edgar E., Michael Luck, Crazy Jimmy, and Ranveer.
That should be some good Final Four. I'm not too sure about the left
Hey!
I'm looking for Clarence Stinky Fletcher.
Other end of the main cavern. Phew, you can't miss him. I tell you, I sure won't when he retires. Hoo-hoo-wee! There he is! Blow the charges! With the detonator!
What the? Crab cakes!
All right, which one of you lot did that? For the last time, will people stop playing with dynamite? Oh, and you! Get some safety gear on!
Aye, aye, sir.
You ever find out why those guys who broke in here took the equipment?
No idea. Maybe they're... starting their own mine. Digging's all it was good for.
Idiots! They should have just taken all the precious ore and saved themselves the work.
Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel. If he'd just been a shark miner, then he wouldn't be a flat miner now.
Oh, come on! They haven't finished building the track! I can't move my car to dynamite! Oh, dagnammit! My first day on the job, and I managed to jam this big spinnery. What's it? Made the whole system seize up.
I wonder if the foreman would let me borrow some of the
Whoa, hey! You can't have my dynamite! I need all of it! But if you fix the track, I'll let you push it! Whee!
I wonder if the foreman would let me borrow some of the explosives so I could get rid of that tree stump in my garden. You spend all your time watching out for fallen stalactites, and then bam! A fallen boot lands on your head.
That silver block is jammed in so tight, it'll need blasting out of there.
Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel. If he'd just been a sharp miner, then he wouldn't be a flat miner now.
I told you, you'll have to find your own dynamite. anywhere until the track's fixed. It ain't fair.
I wonder if the foreman would let me borrow some of the explosives so I could get rid of that tree stump in my garden. You spend all your time watching out for fallen stalactites, and then, bam, a fallen boot lands on your head. Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel. If he'd just been a sharp miner, then he wouldn't be a flat miner now.
I am easily gonna make my quota this month. I'm gonna spend my bonus on going to one of those health spas, get pampered. I thought we got to choose which tool we got from the equipment shed, but the foreman specifically told me to take my pick.
That building Blackwall was planning looked really nice. I doubt I could have afforded an apartment in it, though.
You ain't kidding. Not on our wages.
I hope Jose's okay. He's been a bit manic of late.
I get to use dynamite now? This is gonna be a blast.
Until that thing gets unjammed, we ain't using the crane. That's for sure.
I wonder if the foreman would let me borrow some of the explosives so I could get rid of that tree stump in my garden.
Whoa, hey! You can't have my dynamite. I need all of it. But if you fix the track, I'll let you push it. Whee!
You spend all your time watching out for fallen stalactites, and then, bam, a fallen boot lands on your head.
That silver block is jammed in so tight, it'll need blasting out of there.
Pete should have been more careful in that unstable tunnel.
I told you, you'll have to find your own dynamite. Until that thing gets unjammed, we ain't using the crane. That's for sure. Silver block is jammed in so tight, it'll need blasting out of there. Thanks! You just saved my job, buddy! My cart ain't going anywhere until the track's fixed. You fixed the track! You're my bestest friend now! You want to push my cart? Whoa! That explosion was awesome! It was like, kaboom! And I was like, whoa!
Oh, good. A welcoming party. I think someone wants to stop me from getting to Stinky. Well, that looks like a cliff edge.
Okay, hit taken. No more beans. A little privacy, please.
Great. A dive board. I feel much safer now. I hope my health insurance is up to date. To pack my parachute today. Although, some spare pants would have been handy too.
Hey, you do know there's an elevator, right?
No.
Oh, come on. We were supposed to get a new cable car last week.
Ooh, I could use that super build. Those things are awesome.
How are we gonna get to the other side of the cavern? Hey, good work, man. Not that I'm gonna get in it. Those things ain't safe.
Sorry, mister. I'm about to wake you up. Wow, he is a deep sleeper. Uh-oh, more friendly faces.
Next time I get an urge to ride around in mine carts, I should check the foreman isn't watching first. I can't believe I have to work a double shift now. I thought there'd been a poisonous gas leak, but it was just stinking flesh.
I'm sure the foreman was just messing with me when he said this part of the mine was haunted. Whew! What just touched me? Yeah, this is honest toil. Good, honest, sweat of your brow, manly toil. I wish I was no kid. I should have joined the army like my brother. Then I'd be a maid.
Light fuse and stand well back.
I should have joined the army like my brother. Then I'd be a major instead of a minor.
I spent all day breaking rocks and lugging boulders about. When I get home, I should be allowed to put my feet up. I heard the boss say we've gone 6 days without an accident. I think we might have a chance of breaking our record. Is that gold? Oh, no, it's just that candy wrapper I dropped earlier.
We should form like a group of baseball teams, but what would we call it? This is the best. I get to smash rocks, find rare minerals, drive industry forward. Oh, sure, I have a fear of the dark and I'm constantly terrified, but other than that, I love my job.
What am I meant to be mining for today, anyway? I spent all day breaking rocks and lugging boulders about. When I get home, I should be allowed to put my feet up. I heard the boss say we've gone 6 days without an accident. I think we might have a chance of breaking our record.
No, sirree. You have a good trip, though. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Watch this.
This isn't gonna end well, is it? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Ah! That ought to stop him.
Legs, check. Arms, check. Head, check. What do you know? I'm still alive!
More bad guys. I must be getting close to Stinky. Here's an idea, Chase. Maybe don't fall in that terrifying grinder machine? Where's Stinky? Ooh, a voice recorder. Maybe there's a clue on it.
Fletcher's log 3011. I've been... Eh? Who's that?
Get him!
Yeah!
I'll hide his recording, boss. They've got Stinky, but I might still be able to catch up with them.
Long time no see, Kane.
Rex Fury!
Looking for someone?
What's that? Wow.
Leave him. There's nothing he can do. My guy says he's found someone to steal us a nice new truck. Courtesy of the Lego City PD. Oh! Turn that noise off!
Ow!
Did an ice cream truck hit me?
It looks that way, but no. You got beat up, Chase. Good thing Dunby sent me up here.
Duke. Ow. I was looking for a miner.
But Rex got to him first.
Try not to speak.
Natalia, you came here for me?
No. He'll be fine.
Then why?
I was in the area.
Her daddy's gone missing.
What? Don't worry, Natalia. I'll find him.
I'll find him. Without you. I never should have testified against Rex Fury.
If Rex has got her daddy, and you're planning on rescuing him, then you're gonna need to learn how to defend yourself. Go see this guy. He knows Kung Fu.
Hey, Chase, what did you find out at the mine?
That I'm lousy at fighting.
Huh?
Rex was there. He grabbed Stinky before I could find him and then knocked me out.
Whoa! So what are you gonna do?
Get some training at the local dojo to make sure that he can't do that again.
Okay, and I'm gonna give Frank another call. I bet he's lost his phone.
Sorry, police business. This is an emergency. Barry Smith, 24-hour plumber and kung fu guru, unblocking pipes and chakras since 1987. Huh. It's worth a try. I need to get that open. Wonder if I could use that.
Just a tiny little piece over there. Maybe a little teeny weeny piece over there.
Why would they keep hat stands outside?
Slowly does it.
Another hat stand. Huh. And yet, no one is wearing a hat.
Don't go too fast. Oh yeah, these tortoise martial arts are way easier than the regular ones. So close to being done.
This is going to be the finest sculpture ever made.
Slowly does it. Be calm. Don't go too fast. Slowly does it. Be calm. Don't go too fast. Slowly does it. Be calm. Don't go too fast. Slowly does it.
So, were all the hats stolen? Oh, wait! These are wooden practice dummies for karate. Hat stands, you idiot, Chase.
Be calm.
Whew, close. That torch only just burnt long enough for me to get here.
Don't go too fast. Slowly does it. Be calm. Don't go too fast.
When When I get out of here, I'm gonna complain to the manufacturers of these torches. They last like 10 seconds.
Slowly does it.
People will come from as far as Brick County to see it.
That super build needs a lot of bricks.
Dragon! No, 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 no! Not my sculpture! Oh!
Yowzers! And I thought Dunby had bad breath. None of these guys look like a berry to me. Maybe there's a bell I have to ring for service.
I can't get to a state of mental balance and inner harmony. So, can you tell me what it's like in case there's a case?
A gong! That's even better than a bell.
As you journey through life, and the ripples that spread from your actions.
I'm here to see
Shh! Have a listen to this.
Welcome to Learn Kung Fu While You Sleep. Relax. You are now completely relaxed. The end.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
And plumbing?
Maybe I should start you off against a few of my students. Look deep within yourself to find your hidden potential, and you will triumph over your enemies. What also helps is throwing them around. Let's see what you can do, Chase. Ooh, that has got to sting. Not bad. Let's try upping the odds. Not bad. You made light work of that, Chase. You might not be so lucky this time. Empty your mind as you would a radiator before replacing it. Come on. All right. Oh, bruv, you're ruthless. Your movements must flow like water through the copper pipes of your intent. Ooh, he's going to be walking funny tomorrow.
Ouch!
Ah well, he knew the risks when he joined the dojo. Remember, a journey of 10,000 miles starts with a single, I hope you're good at arm wrestling. If a tree falls in a forest and lands on you, does it hurt? Yes, a lot. It really, really hurts a lot, actually. Oh, mates, come on. Ouch! Even I felt that. Oh dear, oh dear. Try throwing them into each other. You're meant to be avoiding getting hit. Ouch! Go on, throw another. When fighting, your mind must be relaxed. Relaxed. Did you leave the oven on? It doesn't matter. It's electric. Relax. Your body must be in peak physical condition, like a boiler which is regularly serviced. You'll find the guys dressed in brown a bit tougher. Your mind should be as free of doubt as a central heating system is of air bubbles. Oh, that's gonna come up nasty to me. Oh! That's more like it. Just one more round to go, Chase. You have done well. Take this belt with you as a sign of your skill.
I can't accept this, Barry.
Why? Oh, hello.
Chase, are you busy?
Does this have something to do with your favor for Ellie?
Yes! Funny story. I volunteered to pick up the department's new state-of-the-art police truck for its unveiling at the station this afternoon.
And you've been hijacked by some criminals, right?
Wow! How did you know? Wait, what number am I thinking of? I'll give you a clue. It's 6.
The truck, Frank?
Oh, yeah. Well, they drove it around for a while, but we've stopped now.
Any idea where you are?
When they were driving, I heard a really loud foghorn, so I think we went past the docks.
Docks, uh-huh.
Then I remember it feeling like we went over a train track.
Train track, okay.
And when we stopped, I looked out the window and saw Krabby Cove.
You! I'll be right there.
Where?
This is an emergency.
I'll come back and give you my insurance details later.
Are you in there, Frank?
Yes! Is that you, Chase? Have you come to rescue me?
Shh! Johnny, go fetch the rest of the gang. Tell Mr. Chen we have company.
I think the robbers are still around, so be quiet! Ace, are you having some kind of fight? Are you okay out there? I expect they've got reinforcements on the way. That's what I'd do in their situation.
Let's go!
If you drive fast, we can still make the grand unveiling.
I'll settle for getting out of here alive.
And I thought I was unambitious. I hope we get back in time. I don't want to let Ellie down.
One of the gang members mentioned someone called Chan. Any idea who that is, Frank?
Probably Chan Chuang. He's pretty new to Lego City, but I heard he runs the biggest chop shop in town. I hope they taste nice.
The chop shop is where they dismantle stolen vehicles, Frank.
I guess I should cancel that reservation then.
I think this chain's connected to Rex Fury.
This is like being on a roller coaster, only without any of the boring safety. I hope they aren't going to check in the back of here because a lot of stuff has fallen out of the cupboards. If it weren't for the bad guys chasing us, this would be a lot of fun. Woohoo! This is just like that time I put my RV on cruise control so I could have a nap in the back. I just hit my head in a cupboard. I hope they took out comprehensive insurance on this thing. All right, now I'm beginning to feel a bit ill. Looks like they've stopped following us. Good driving. Could you pull over on that corner up ahead, please? Do you mind if I drive it from here? I want to show Ellie that I can be trusted.
All right. Enjoy getting your photo in the papers, Frank.
Ha!
I can't wait all day, Marion. I have to reopen the bridge this afternoon.
Where is that truck?
As if I'm interested in fame and fortune.
My public! Ah, here it comes, Mayor Gleason. Right on time.
Here I am with our new truck! Good old Frank Honey delivers again! Coming through!
Honey! Honey!
Out of the way! Sorry, madam. Hi there, Mayor Gleason. Hey, Chief.
Dunby!
Honey!
Waffles! What are we doing?
Well, what did you expect to happen with Frank driving it? This is your fault, Marion.
Whoa.
Chase, give me some good news. Have you found Rex Fury?
Well...
How could you find him? I mean, the chief told you to stay off his case.
Oh, really?
That's not true at all. Is it, Chase?
No?
That's right. I was just about to send him undercover in,
Chang Chuang's gang? I think he's linked to Rex.
Yes!
Well, that was broke when I got here.
Frank! Ellie! You hiding down here?
You betcha. I'm staying as far from Dunby as possible.
And I saw a spider.
I have no idea how we're gonna get out of this mess.
Oh, it's easy. I expect my parents will pay for it. Like usual.
Huh?
You know they're really rich, right? They own that hotel in Paradise Sands.
Oh! It all makes sense now.
Anyway, Chase is going undercover. He'll need new clothes.
Well, congratulations, Chase.
Cool.
Hey, that's quite the transformation. I barely recognize you.
Yeah! Who's that strange man in the garage?
Right. I'm off to figure out how to get into Chan's gang. I hope they've reopened the bridge to the main island.
Good luck with that, Chase.
That was Chase?
Okay, let's find a way to get into your gang, Mr. Chan.
Good afternoon.
He's late again.
Good morning. That'd be
Sunny skies again. That's it, I'm done.
Where am I?
The top 8 drivers have advanced to the semifinal round where they'll compete to see who will make it into the final 4 in the Ferrari tournament. Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Here we are with the semi-final round in the Ferrari tournament.
We've certainly got some fast cars in the top 8. A Ferrari F40, the 512M, the FXX, and of course my favorite.
Don't say the Fiero.
I was actually going to say the Ferrari 348, but now that I think about it, yeah, I've got to go with the Fiero.
Hashtag not a Ferrari. Let's take a look at our first group of drivers. We've got Caden Richards in the gold Ferrari F40, Mike Donovan in the silver Ferrari FF, Dr. Racing is driving in the blue F355 Spider, and David McNeil in the red and white Ferrari FXX.
That gold F40 is definitely a fan favorite. The Ferrari F40 is well known in the diecast racing world as one of the fastest castings out there.
Yes, they are. That one actually is one of the heavier cars in this tournament, weighing in at over 52 grams.
Caden Richards leading through turn 1. He's followed by Mike Donovan. Dr. Racing the blue F355 Spider falling behind.
Caden Richards widening the gap as he goes to the last turn. Just look at that lead he has. How many car lengths is that?
I don't know, but he is continuing to dominate in this tournament.
Caden Richards gets a track time of 17.924 seconds. Not a bad way to start off this race.
Yes, from what we've seen so far, a sub 18-second time is very fast on this track. Right now, the current record is held by Ranveer in the 348. He had a time of
cars in this
world as well. It's definitely a fan.
And David over Ferrari FF. Dr. Racing is driving in the blue F355 Spider, and David McNeil in the red and white Ferrari FXX.
That gold F40 is definitely a fan favorite. The Ferrari F40 is well known in the diecast racing world as one of the fastest castings out there.
Yes, they are. That one actually is one of the heavier cars in this tournament, weighing in at over 52 grams.
Caden Richards leading through turn 1. He's followed by Mike Donovan. Dr. Racing the blue F355 Spider falling behind.
Caden Richards widening the gap as he goes to the last turn. Just look at that lead he has. How many car lengths is that?
I don't know, but he is continuing to dominate in this tournament.
Caden Richards gets a track time of 17.924 seconds. Not a bad way to start off this race.
Yes, from what we've seen so far, a sub 18-second time is very fast on this track. Right now, the current record is held by Ranveer in the 348. He had a time of 17.754 seconds.
We've got Dr. Racing on the right and David McNeil on the left, leading us down in the second race.
With a name like Dr. Racing, I expect to see some strategic driving out there on the track.
Dr. Racing currently in the lead. David McNeil challenging for that first place spot.
That was a tight group going into that turn. Dr. Racing pulling ahead going down the straight.
The Doctor all by himself going through the last corner, and he will pick up the win for race 2.
It looks like David McNeil will take second place.
Oh
man.
Caden Richards hitting the wall in the intersection. He'll take third place, bringing his score up to 7, tying him with Dr. Racing.
We're missing somebody.
It's Mike Donovan in the silver Ferrari FF.
That's going to cost him.
That's right. There's no points if you don't finish the race. And as we've seen so far, every point counts.
You can see right there, Mike Donovan was sandwiched in going around that turn and just got forced off the track.
Mike Donovan and David McNeil both trailing in the points, but they will both be starting off in the front row in this third race.
We've got the Ferrari FXX and the Ferrari FF. leading us down.
You know, it seems like they could have been a little more creative with naming these cars than just numbers and letters.
Well, they did make the LaFerrari.
Yeah, but that's pretty much just the name of the manufacturer.
The Enzo.
I mean, yeah, but that's the founder's name.
The Fiero.
That's not a Ferrari.
Is too.
Mike Donovan with a strong lead going into the final corner. Caden Richards is gaining on them.
Oh, yeah. Another close finish right here at the finish line. I tell you, we got the best seat in the house.
Hey, every seat is the best seat when you're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League channel.
We've got one race left. Caden Richards is in the lead with 10 points. Dr. Racing and Mike Donovan both tied with 8. David McNeil trailing behind. He only has 6 points.
Caden Richards starting on the left in the front row. Mike Donovan on the right in the silver Ferrari FF.
Dr. Racing starting on the back on your left. He's going to need to find a way around Mike Donovan if he wants a shot at the finals.
The top 2 cars from this race will advance on to the final round. Right now it's a close race between Caden Richards and Mike Donovan.
They're side by side.
Caden Richards pulling ahead in the Ferrari F40. Mike Donovan right behind him.
He's really taking off now all by himself going into that corner. And this one is all over 3D. Caden Richards once again completely dominating the race in that Ferrari F40.
Yeah, he won 2 races. He came in 2nd place one time, 3rd place another time. 15 points. It just seems like there's no stopping Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40.
Wow, look at David McNeil. 2 wheels off the side of the track. That was almost a disaster. Let's take a look at the replay to see what happened.
That's a long drop if your car goes off the side of the mountain. Looks like Dr. Racing got sideways, and David McNeil just ran out of track.
He's lucky he didn't get pushed too far. I don't want to see another name go on the Gab Formosa Memorial wall.
How many names are on the wall?
No one yet.
Then why do we build a wall?
Just in case.
Okay, we really need to have a talk about how we spend the money we get from the merch sales.
It was a good deal.
A good deal on a wall? Never mind. Don't go anywhere. We've still got more racing coming up after the break as Group 2 takes the track in the Ferrari Tournament semifinals. Welcome back. You're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Here we are with Group 2 of the semifinals. We've got Edgar E. in the Ferrari 512M, Michael Luck, and Ranveer in the yellow Ferrari 348.
You already know who I'm cheering for in this race.
Crazy Jimmy has certainly developed a cult following. It's been nothing but Fiero memes all week long in the Diecast Racing League Facebook group.
Yeah, those were great.
I think you even influenced some people to go out and buy that Fiero casting.
Hey, the Fiero was a great car.
Was it though?
Of course it was. Just take a look at Crazy Jimmy. He's leading the pack of Ferraris down the straight.
It's a close group going into the final turn. We've got Jimmy followed by Edgar E. He gets sideways.
And Crazy Jimmy takes his first win. Ouch.
Edgar E. smacks into that divider.
I think his mama might have felt that one.
And Michael Luck not living up to his name with a DNF on the first race.
Not a good start at all, but we still don't know who took 2nd place in this race. Let's look at the replay.
Wow, I think that's got to be one of the closest finishes we've seen, and I can't tell at all from that angle. We're going to have to look at a different camera.
Crazy Jimmy gets hit from behind by Edgar E. That sends him sideways. Look at Ranveer trying to get that 2nd place spot, but it goes to Edgar E.
Wow, a photo finish for 2nd place. These drivers are serious because they know that every single point counts in this race. 1 point could be the difference of making it to the finals or not.
A good start so far for Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero. He's still in the front row. Let's see what he can do in race 2.
Ranveer, the current track time record holder, starting in the front left.
Crazy Jimmy once again leading that pack of Ferraris down the track.
A close race into the corner. Jimmy's in the lead, but Ranveer not far behind.
He's looking for an opening.
Looks like we've got a wreck back there with Edgar E. and Michael Luck.
Look at him go, 3D.
What a race between the Ferrari and the Fiero.
Yes.
And Crazy Jimmy picks up his 2nd win. He has a major lead in this race with 10 points already. And not only that, Crazy Jimmy is now the current track time record holder with a 17.422 second time.
Crazy Jimmy came to Race Mountain to do 2 things: chew bubblegum and kick some butt on the track. And I'm afraid to say, he's all out of bubblegum.
Well, it looks like Michael Luck came to do one thing, and that one thing is not making it to the finish line.
Look at Ranveer trying to keep up with that Fiero. All I gotta say is, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Shouldn't that be, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the Fiero?
I don't get it.
Because they were always catching on fire?
Were they?
Yeah, they were notorious for that.
That sounds like fake news. Hey, Steve, can you fact check that?
Ranveer leading around the corner. Edgar E. falling behind in that blue 512M.
Michael Luck pulling ahead in that corner. Ranveer's right on his tail. He's trying to pass.
Michael Luck with the block. He's got about 1 to 2 car lengths on him. He's off the track.
Another close race down at the finish line. Michael Luck making it down here for the first time in this round.
It looks like he's trying to make a comeback. He's currently 3rd place in the points with 5. Ranveer is ahead of him with 8 points. Look at these two going head to head as the track opens up right here. They trade paint going into the corner. Keep a close eye on Ranveer. Right now he's in 2nd place, trying to make that pass, but Michael Luck immediately shuts the door on him.
Michael Luck pulls a Dikembe Mutombo on him and goes, no, no, no.
That's right, here's the 2nd block. Ranveer wanted to win that race so bad, but Michael Luck said not today.
Ranveer is still 2nd place in points with 8. Crazy Jimmy is your current leader with 12 points.
Here we go with the final race. Michael Luck on your right in the front row, Edgar E on the left. I'm a little disappointed in Edgar E with the blue 512M. He did really good in round 1, but he is struggling to keep up with these cars in this race.
Michael Luck leads through the first hairpin. He's got a pretty big lead right here.
Edgar E is closing in, followed by Crazy Jimmy.
We've got some contact.
Michael Luck goes sideways. We got a 4-car pileup.
It's mayhem on the track.
I don't know if anyone's going to finish this one.
We might have to restart this race.
Crazy Jimmy pushing the car of Michael Luck. They're still going.
Looks like Ranveer's going to take it.
Oh! Ranveer takes it in more ways than one, but that win will put him into the final round, along with Crazy Jimmy.
That right there was one of the craziest races we've seen this season. At one point, Ranveer was trailing in 4th place, but ends up passing Michael Luck to take the win.
Yeah, look at him all the way there in the back. He sees an opening, tries to pass, ends up hitting the back end of Michael Luck's car, and actually rides around that corner with his weight pushing on Edgar E. That's why he goes off track. At this point, it looked like the race was over, but check out Crazy Jimmy.
Jimmy says, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm going to finish this race.
And finally, after coming in 2nd place twice, Ranveer takes the checkered flag.
Once again, Crazy Jimmy comes in 1st place in points, just like he did in the first round, and now he is also your current track time record holder.
I don't know how he does it in that car.
All hail the mighty Fiero.
I've got to admit, that's actually pretty impressive. So far, he's faster than the F40, faster than Edgar E's 512M, and that one's equipped with the FTE wheels. What's up with this little Fiero?
Welcome to the fold, Brother 3D.
I'm not joining your Fiero cult.
In time, you too will see the light.
The only light I'm gonna see is when that thing catches on fire.
Out of the ashes, a Fiero will rise.
Okay. We started off with 16 cars and only the top 4 remain. It's time for the much anticipated conclusion of the Ferrari tournament. Welcome back, you're watching the 3D Botmaker Die-Cast Racing League. Here we are for the final round in the Ferrari tournament.
I've been waiting for this race all week long. We've got the top 4 drivers in the top 4 cars, and we're finally going to settle the question, is the Fiero a true Ferrari?
It's not.
Yes it is.
It's not even a debatable question.
I beg to differ.
Anyways, let's take a look at the top drivers. We've got Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40, Crazy Jimmy in the Pontiac Fiero.
I think you meant to say Ferrari.
Nope. We've got Mike Donovan in the Ferrari FF and Ranveer in the Ferrari 348.
Up first, a man who needs no introduction, the legend himself, Crazy Jimmy in the Ferrari Fiero.
Pontiac.
He'll be driving for 3D Botmaker Racing.
Crazy Jimmy has certainly been impressive on the track in this tournament, especially when you consider the cars he's gone up against. Not only has he come in first place in both rounds 1 and round 2, but he is the current track time record holder with a time of 17.422 seconds.
That is one fast time. Up next is probably Crazy Jimmy's biggest competition. It's Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40, driving for Scorpio Love Smith Racing. He has the heaviest car in this tournament, weighing 52.2 grams.
Caden Richards has had a solid performance this entire tournament. He is, of course, the fan favorite driving in the Ferrari F40. It's going to be really interesting to see how Crazy Jimmy can do against such a top-tier driver.
I can't wait to see those two go head-to-head on the track.
Next up, we have Ranveer in the Ferrari 348. He'll be the second driver in this race, driving for 3D Botmaker Racing. He's really a driver to look out for because he has the second fastest track time in this tournament so far.
And finally driving the silver Ferrari FF is Mike Donovan, driving for EJ Motorsports. He has the lightest car in this race, weighing in at 32.6 grams.
Weight isn't everything, but it can certainly help you when you're out there swapping paint with other cars on the track. Here's a look at the top 5 track times. Crazy Jimmy on top with that 17.422 second time in the Fiero. He's followed by Ranveer in second place, and Caden Richards surprisingly down there in 4th place. I was really expecting to see him in second or in first.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a Fiero in the competition.
Apparently so. As is tradition, the drivers are paying respect at the Gab Formoso Memorial Fountain before the big race today.
Hashtag never forget the Formoso.
That's right, if you want to remember Formoso, head on over to the merch store and you can get yourself a Formoso t-shirt.
Or a shirt for the DRC. I've got one of those on order for myself.
It's a great way to help support the channel and look good while you're doing it.
That's right, it helps us upgrade our equipment, get better software, and overall help us provide you with better entertainment.
Here we go, the drivers are at the start for the beginning of the final round in the Ferrari tournament.
We've got an epic matchup in the front row. Caden Richards in the Ferrari F40 and Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero.
Crazy Jimmy leading them down as they go into the first big corner. He's followed closely behind by Ranveer.
Caden Richards falls back to 3rd place as Ranveer pulls ahead. There's some contact back there.
Jimmy's got a pretty big lead here, followed by Ranveer.
I gotta say, this is not the race I expected to see. I thought the F40 would be right up here with the Fiero.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we've still got 3 more races left in this round.
Hey, look at that. Crazy Jimmy exits the tunnel going in reverse, staring down Caden Richards in that Ferrari F40.
Wow.
That's a pretty bold move for Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of driving is mental. He may be trying to get in the head of Caden Richards. Here's another look at that.
Crazy Jimmy's driving like a boss.
You know, it may be a little early to be celebrating out there on the track, but he is Crazy Jimmy.
It really takes a special kind of person to bring a Fiero to a Ferrari tournament.
Aren't you the one who brought the Fiero here in the first place?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm special.
That's for sure. Caden Richards and Mike Donovan in the front row. Caden Richards pulling ahead in the Ferrari F40. He's followed by Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero.
It's a close race as they exit the divided lane.
Mike Donovan going for the pass. He gets blocked by Caden Richards.
There goes Jimmy.
Crazy Jimmy pulls into second place.
Go, Jimmy, go.
Jimmy's closing the gap on Caden Richards. And Caden Richards holds him off for the win. Wow, what a close race that was at the end.
Man, 3D. Crazy Jimmy almost took that win from Caden Richards. I told you last week, Jimmy is all out of bubblegum.
That's for sure. That was some serious racing. Look right here. Mike Donovan tries to pass on the inside. He gets blocked by Caden Richards. Look at Jimmy. He sees the opening right here, passing up Mike Donovan. Pay attention to the distance right here between the Fiero and the F40. It's pretty big, but look at Jimmy closing that gap. He changes lanes to try to pass and came ever so close to taking his second win in this round.
Right now, Crazy Jimmy is in the lead with 8 points. Caden Richards right next to him with 7 points. Both of them are in the back row. Let's see how Ranveer and Mike Donovan can do on this race.
Mike Donovan currently in the lead. It's a tight pack going into that corner.
It's a very close race. Ranveer and Crazy Jimmy pulling ahead.
Mike Donovan gets pushed to the outside. Ranveer's got a big lead right here, followed by Crazy Jimmy.
Can he do it again, 3D?
Not this time. Ranveer with a solid win there. A sub 18-second time. But somehow Crazy Jimmy keeps ending up in first or second place in every single race.
A big disappointment there for Caden Richards. He finishes in last place. He's really falling behind in the points with only 1 to go.
Yeah, right now this looks like a 2-car race between Crazy Jimmy in the Fiero and Ranveer in the Ferrari 348. Crazy Jimmy leading with 11, Ranveer with 10. Only 1 point difference between the two of them. And they are both starting in the front row on the 4th and final race.
Oh man, this is too good.
This is intense.
A Fiero might actually win the Ferrari tournament.
I certainly hope not.
I'm hyped, 3D.
We'll be right back after this break. Leaders are
called it
Fiero, a Ferrari.
What else would we call it?
A Pontiac. Never mind. This is it, the final race. We've got Ranveer on the right in the 348, Crazy Jimmy on the left in the Fiero. Who's going to pass that finish line first?
Ranveer with a slight lead, but Jimmy's keeping right up with him.
Side by side going through the first hairpin.
This is the make or break point right here. Crazy Jimmy pulls ahead.
Ranveer rear ends the Fiero.
He's pulling ahead.
Crazy Jimmy widening the lead.
Hold on to it, Jimmy boy.
Jimmy goes into a drift.
He's got it.
And Crazy Jimmy does what's seemingly impossible. He wins a Ferrari tournament driving.
Yes, he does.
A Fiero.
Yes.
And
yes.
I really don't know how I feel about saying that.
Embrace it, 3D. Embrace it. Wrap yourself in the Fiero blanket of love.
I don't know if
Go
I can.
ahead.
I mean,
come on, give it a try.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a cool car.
There you go.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Come on, let's hug it up.
I'm not hugging you over Fiero.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't with the Corona.
Crazy Jimmy really defying all the odds in this tournament. He was really stacked up against some fast cars, but managed to come out on top.
Look at that. Who knew a Fiero could drift?
If anyone could do it, it's Crazy Jimmy.
Ranveer finishing up the tournament in second place, followed by Caden Richards in third, and Mike Donovan in fourth.
And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Crazy Jimmy, and the Ferrari Fiero.
You said it again.
Yeah, you know what? That actually felt pretty good.
I told you, welcome to Team Crazy Jimmy.
You know, you really gotta love and
the devastation on Crazy Jimmy's face. Somewhere out there, Randy is shedding a tear.
Oh, we're gonna cut to break. After winning the Ferrari championship.
Yeah, you know, interesting thing, I just finally looked up the Fiero on Google. Turns out it's not even a Ferrari.
I've been telling you that the whole tournament.
And apparently some of the early models were known to catch on fire.
Well, bravo, Captain Obvious. And Crazy Jimmy is the Ferrari tournament.
The Rally Series.
That's right, that will be starting up in about a week at the Race Canyon Rally Stage.
Superman Stephen King will take on 7 new drivers.
Yes, and I believe one of them will be driving the same model Ford Escort.
Ooh,
Wih, berbisa banget sebetulnya.
Aslinya bisa membunuh 2 ekor gajah. 1 kotak.
Hai, assalamualaikum guys. Setelah Aquascape, Paludarium, sekarang gue tertarik dengan Vivarium. Ini bersama Dan Jonathan dengan timnya Pedia.id. Ini Ical. Itu Otang. Gue tuh sampai gak tau nama lu loh. Kadut. Si Kadut itu gue kemana-mana ada dia, gue heran. Ke tempat mana ada dia, dari gue gini. Nah, orang kok ada di sini? Kayak Dokter Peter Combo kembar 7. Nah ini lagi bikin vivariumnya tuh. Seperti ini aja. Ini pakai styrofoam biasa.
Ini pakai spray foam namanya.
Apa spray
foam? Jadi dia kayak disemprot kayak foam gitu, kayak foam rambut tuh. Semprot. Nah setelah udah kering, baru kita namanya carving. Jadi kita apa aja? Bahasa Indonesia dipahat kan?
Memahat, ya. Dibentuk. Jadi ini tuh digabungkan antara kayu.
Jadi kayunya ini ditempel dulu di kaca di vivariumnya ini. Baru kita foaming buat tekstur.
Oh gitu prosesnya. Jadi di sini jadi bikin tebing gitu ya?
Ya bikin tebing, nanti kita silen, kita kasih kokopit medianya, baru kita tanam lagi.
Oke. Jadi proses ini kemudian ditambah apa lagi?
Nanti jadinya begini, kurang lebih.
Oh.
Setelah melalui proses itu dia ke sini.
Iya. Habis ini baru planting. Kalau ini apa ini?
Ini rumput. Ini rumput.
Tapi ini juga
banyak dipakai sama aquascape juga, tapi bisa kita pakai kan kalau kita skill down kayak alang-alang.
Iya betul. Tapi ini slow growth atau termasuk cepat juga?
Ini mah lama aja lah.
Sedang. Oke. Kalau ini?
Itu apa namanya? Picardia.
Ini
aquascape juga pakai.
Aquascape juga pakai juga ya. Nah, semua tanaman aquascape itu sebetulnya adalah tanaman-tanaman darat yang dibikin di air, dan itu juga memerlukan proses. Nah, kalau membuat vivarium berarti menggunakan tanaman-tanaman darat, tapi rata-rata harus lembab.
Ya, tanaman hutan sih ya.
Lumut-lumutan. Pakis.
Lebih cantik kan lumut-lumut hutan.
Oh iya betul. Wah seperti ini nih prosesnya berapa lama?
Dari kosong sampai jadi kayak yang punya lu gitu kurang lebih 4 hari ya.
4 hari. Oke, lumayan lah.
Iya deh.
Ini semuanya proses, dan ini proses itu harus dinikmati, dan lu suka banget proses ini?
Suka. Jadi ini hobi, jadi satu hobi baru juga buat gua. Gua demen bikin dengan layout, demen aja.
Ini bagus banget. Berarti kan rumah gue itu rumah karya ya. Semua orang boleh berkarya di sana. Nah, lu mau nggak berkarya di tempat?
Bisa aja.
Masuk,
ya.
Pak Eko?
Masuk.
Oke. Lu kan nganterin itu yang kecil tuh ke tempat gue.
Iya.
Lu intip, itu cocok enggak, kita bikin konsep bareng.
Siap.
Oke? Tapi ini beneran, ini ntar profesional aja ya.
Siap.
Ya, itulah 50-50 lah.
Tapi ya kan anak-anak gue perlu makan, jadi lu paham.
Sama, gue juga perlu makan. Oke deh kalau gitu. Guys, ini adalah hobi. Ini sebetulnya bukan hobi baru, tapi belum banyak orang tahu bahwa ternyata katak atau datfrog nih ada informasi di sini ya, datfrogmedia.id. Ini ternyata ada yang beracun, ada yang beracun ringan, dan itu juga tergantung ada yang tidak sama sekali beracun. Dan itu tergantung makanan yang dia konsumsi.